Hello, this is Tessa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about outlining for NANOWRIMO, which stands for National Novel Writing Month. July 1st is one of their camps for the month of July, and I have tried to start outlining the novel this time and to try to work from from an outline. I'm not sure that's going to happen. I'm a pantser and I'm struggling with the novel. With the outlining. Sorry about that. So I started with character profiles. They are very hard to fill out. I'm used to just writing, not worrying about the backstory and what happened in their childhood that may have influenced how they think now. None of that came into play when I wrote anything. I've taken several different novel character sheets and put them together and created a sheet of my own and tried filling out 3 main characters. I don't know, I may have 4, but I've got 3 so far. And so I find it very time consuming, very confusing, and I'm not happy with how it's going. And this is the month before when we usually start prepping a little bit for July's camp. And if you outline, most people are working on outlines. Now I'm trying to do the plotting method instead of the pantser method, but I'm a pantser and I'm struggling with this. I did an outline start. I really don't know exactly how to write an outline. Excuse me. I know that there are many different ways of doing it. I've read and listened to videos. I've read Save the Cat, writes a novel, part of it. I haven't finished it, so I don't know all the beats. And I have looked at many people's outlining videos. They're all different. So it's hard to figure out exactly what I want to do. And most of them I think are just too much work. I'd rather just spend my time writing and not waste my time spending hours and hours and days trying to plot out a novel when I just write what comes into my head. It's there. That's where it is. It's not on a piece of paper. And I don't know how well this is going to work or if I'm going to even finish it. I started the outline. I tried to do a very simple outline. I got stuck, so I ended up quitting. And I haven't gone back to it because I'm really not sure where I want to go with it. And writing all that out and then having to change it all because I've got a different idea does not appeal to me. I'd rather just, delete the part I'm not going to use and start writing again. That's the way I've always written. I've written a lot. My blogs are full of short stories and stuff. So I have written a lot. So I do have a file set up for this story, and I have gone through a lot of my old blog stories and put them into the file in case I decide to use them as part of the plot, because there's some short stories that will fit into what I'm writing now. So they're in the file, along with the character profiles, which I don't know what to do about because I'm not sure if I can really write with them or need them. Honestly, I don't know that I need them. I know plotters think that this is all necessary, and who am I to argue with them? You know, that's the way they want to do it, that's the way they want to do it. I am a pantser, and I have a feeling that's not going to change. I'm giving it a try, but I'm really not convinced that's the way to go. So I started this outline, and I started a very simple outline, kind of like what I did with my research papers. You know, the 1 point, a couple points under it, next point, couple points under it. And then after, you know, a little bit of that, I got tired of that, so then I just made one main point, and I put everything in a paragraph that I thought dealt with that point, including some dialogue that I wanted to make sure I included, and, you know, thoughts and feelings. And I haven't decided on point of view yet. I don't know whether I'm going to write in first person or third person. I don't know if I want to take a chance and try multiple point of views. I've never done a multiple point of view anything. It's always been written, you know, with one person writing the whole story. And I can see where multiple point of views can actually add more to your story, because you don't know what, if you're doing a narrator, which is basically, you know, one person telling the story, you don't know what's in those people's heads, and maybe something in there should be mentioned, which you could do if you were writing in their point of view. So there's still a lot I need to learn about that. I have an idea how that works. I have read books where it's done that way, with, you know, each chapter alternating among the different characters and whatever. So I don't know. I haven't made any definite plans. I've got a couple weeks left, almost until July 1st, where I have to decide. I mean, if I decide to write it one way in revision, it could always be changed. I'm not stuck writing just one way. I can, you know, I can make changes. So, you know, if I decide I don't like what I'm doing, then I can go ahead and make those changes after I'm done. This is Camp NaNoWRIMO, so you don't need to write the 50,000 word limit, thank heavens, because I don't think I could do 50,000 words at this point. Excuse me. I have mentioned my problem with the pain, and unfortunately this is a very bad month for me. I'm getting an injection tomorrow. It's not gonna help right away, if it helps at all. I haven't had a lot of success with these injections, but I have a new doctor now. He's supposed to be really good at it, has a great success rate. So there's hope that maybe he can help. But right now, leading up to it, he's given me very little pain medicine, and I have to stop my arthritis medicine 5 days before the procedure, which means I have more pain, and to top it off, he's making me do physical therapy. This has been a really bad month for me. And sitting down and concentrating on any length of time is hard. I'm still blogging. I have my new blog. I've been writing short stories and you know, prompts and stuff on my blog. But it's really hard for me to sit for any length of time. This is very painful. And I hope that, you know, next month is a little better, and I hope he increases my pain medicine. He refuses to increase it right now because I'm a new patient, and my old doctor was giving me a high dose, and then she stopped, and then she dropped me down to nothing. And so when I started with him, I was in so much pain it wasn't funny. And you don't realize just how much you rely on those pain medicines till you stop taking them. And you know, that's what I've been putting up with all month, because he only gave me a tiny dose. Because I'm new to him, he will not give me the amounts that I was used to. And even those didn't take away all the pain, so my pain is pretty well advanced. And I know part of it is the fact that I don't move around, which is why he's forcing me to do physical therapy. And this month is going to be rough, period. So, you know, I'm not really thinking a lot about writing a book at this point, but especially changing my whole way of writing from pantser to plotter. I'm not sure that's going to happen. I'll see when the time comes whether I feel like doing that. Do I feel like continuing the outline from where I left off, because I just got stuck and I didn't know where I wanted to go. And I got 2 weeks till camp starts, so I had to make up my mind. I had to decide something. You know, I think it's great that people that plot everything out and they find it so easy, but it's not me. And I'm not sure it'll ever be me. And I'm not, you know, I'm trying. I'm giving it a try. And I would like to say, okay, this is a success. I can plot my stories now. Maybe things will work easier. Maybe they won't. I'm a pantser. I'm proud of it. Excuse me. It doesn't bother me that I don't outline. It doesn't bother me at all. I write so much better just writing what's in my mind as it comes through. I don't need that all on paper to be able to write a book. I just don't. And the fact that I'm in a spot where I'm stuck, would I have been stuck if I was writing it at that time? I don't know. Maybe I would have, maybe I wouldn't have, but I could have stopped there. And, you know, if I continue this outline and then decide I want to change it, I have to redo the whole outline. And that's one of my biggest cons to outlining, is you write this whole story, you write it all out, you've got it written, and then you change your mind. Then you have to go back and rewrite the outline. I just don't see the point. I don't mind having a few notes written down as to where I want to go, and that's kind of where I think this outline is heading, is more of just a, you know, a quick note to keep me on track so I don't forget something. But as far as an actual outline, I don't think it's ever going to be that. But I'm trying. And I have 2 weeks to continue to try, so we'll see what happens. I will start writing July 1st. At midnight, because I'm always awake at that time, almost always awake at that time. And I usually start right then and there. And I don't have a super high goal, and I'm not writing it by the amount of words. I know they don't set it up anymore to be done by minutes or whatever, but I just figured out how many minutes were in the month if I were to write an hour a day. And I will count up my minutes and do it that way, as a lot of other people do. I don't know why they changed the site, but they did. And there's nothing we can do. I know a lot of people just aren't going to the site anymore because it's not working the way it used to, the way they liked it to. And they don't have that option anymore. And so they're just bypassing the whole site. So they're losing a lot of writers. I mean, you know, I've heard the people talking about it. And I wonder how many other people that, besides, you know, Authortubers that have talked about it, how many other people have just ceased going to the site altogether because it's just not what it used to be. Their upgrades weren't great. So anyhow, that's where I'm at. I need to get off of here and make a decision on whether I want to continue that outline or just say, forget it. I'm not sure. If you like this video, please like it. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I post a new video. I try to post videos once or twice a week. And until the next one, please be safe. Goodbye.